good to see you, man. Thank you so much for your time.
Thanks, Peter. Nice to meet you. How's it
Nice
going?
to meet you. This is exciting. You know, you played this character for 3 seasons, and I'm just curious, first season's always going to be really kind of interesting, overwhelming because you've never played this character before. When did you officially start getting like really comfortable with this character? Or even for season 3, were you still learning a lot about this character as you were going?
Yeah, I mean, we've shot this show over 5 years. There's been 3 seasons, and you grow so much. I'm still a young guy, so you grow so much over that span of time. So I've watched both. Well, I've experienced myself growing in different ways, and also in that, Alex has matured and grown and changed. And I think really in this season specifically, he's more mature than he's ever been. He really truly is an adult in an adult's world, and the threat is much larger because of that.
Yeah, and I wanted to ask, and you can answer this, Otto, with your stuff, like your days, because I feel like different people have different things, so it depends. I'm just curious what the overall kind of pace has been like filming Alex Rider specifically. Like, is it really kind of like depends on the days? Like, it feels fast, it feels slow. Is there kind of an overall like pace or feel of filming the show specifically over the past 3 seasons?
I mean, I experienced when I watch the show. I mean, my heart is racing, my pulse is going. So, I love that part of it. But also, it's a tender show as well. There's a lot of sensitive characters in it, and there's a lot of heartfelt moments, and a lot of comedy. So it's packed to the brim with so many good things that keep you entertained. And so filming it is kind of the same. I mean, give me someone who doesn't work in the industry, the film and TV industry, who's been on set and isn't surprised at how we make shows, because it's very different to what you imagine, and
Yeah,
a bit slower than you'd think. But
totally. I'm a creative as well, so I feel that for sure.
there you go, you get it. But the thing is, we're always surrounded by good people,
Yeah,
and we couldn't have asked for better people
yeah.
on this show.
Your answer really kind of establishes that Alex Rider truly is a genre bending show, if you think about it.
Yeah, I mean, that's what's amazing about it, I think, is because it's like it's grounded in reality, but it's got elements that are in heightened reality. Like I said, it's got action, it's got drama, it's got romance, it's got comedy. So I think there is something there for everyone. I think it's a show that is kind of universal and people can enjoy it.
In a lot of ways, like before filming and after filming Alex Rider are two kind of separate journeys from a storytelling perspective, because so much kind of happens between you go like in between and before you go to camera, Auto specifically.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering for you specifically on this show, did it feel like kind of one big journey with many steps, or did it feel like two kind of separate storyteller journeys from an acting storytelling perspective?
Um, no, to be honest with you, it really has felt like one big journey. From the moment I did my first tape for it to this moment where I'm talking to you right now, it feels like it's constantly kept me engaged and challenged, and I've loved it, to be honest. I'm going to be sad to say goodbye to it, but I'm just so happy with what we've created with the third season, to end it on such a good note.
Absolutely. You mentioned in the beginning of the interview that I love like the kind of fast-paced, pulsing kind of energy of this show, and everyone's on the run and people are after each other. You're watching it as an audience member. You're on the edge of your seat because that's what Alex Rider's for. I got that when I read the books. These books were like some of my favorites growing up, man. Like I love these books. Are you ever conscious of the audience member watching Alex Rider while you're making it, or does that kind of happen afterwards?
Oh, I mean, I really try not to think about that. I think I get slightly too neurotic if if I did that.
But maybe
But
at lunchtime, like, oh man, people are gonna really love this chase scene. Does that ever kind of come up, maybe, or not even?
you know what? Actually, if I have like a fight scene and I'm enjoying,
Yes.
and because I find them sometimes really challenging, and I have a great stunt double in Jamie Stanley, and he teaches me so much. But sometimes I really do come up against a wall, and sometimes I'm got like, I don't know how to do, like, I don't know if I'm going to get this. But then when we crack it, when we do get it, that is such a rush. And then I'm so excited for people to see what that looks like on screen or how it cuts together. together.
So the answer to my question is no, but maybe yes, depending on a fight scene with Alex Rider.
Yeah. Well, you always want the audience to enjoy it.
I'm the way I'm asking these questions too, like I walk on eggshells in interviews because you don't want to give much away. I love watching things going in fresh. Do you agree with me like that? Like, do you ever watch trailers? I love just diving in, basically.
Yeah. I mean, I started watching the show from season 1 again not long ago, just because it's obviously the final season for my chapter of it, and it's amazing to having had that space from it to come back to it fresh and really actually enjoy it as much as in the best way that I have enjoyed it since it first came out.
You know, you've dealt with this 2 seasons before this because there's been press and and you know interviews about the like season 1 and season 2. What is that feeling like where you make something, you wrap, you play the waiting game, and then people kind of tell you that like on, you know, April 5th on Freevee, the final season of Alex Rider is going to be disseminated into the US and it's out of your hands, right? Because now it's like it's in the hands of the cast and crew right now, but then on April 5th, it's not in your hands. So what's that like? How do you process that specifically?
You have to be very good at letting go. You have to be very good at enjoying the moment. You know, the joy of making the show is I mean, there's so many, but just the people that you work with. We have a great cast, great crew. So when you're in the day-to-day, you try and enjoy that bit as much as possible. And then, yeah, when it's over, even just talking to you today, it's nice to just talk about it because it's been such a big part of my life, and it's also just fun. It's great, you know. There's a lot of thrilling moments in it, and it makes me excited to see what the audience thinks of it.
100%. The adaptation always interests me because at the end of the day, the books are amazing. I love the books, but this is the show on Freevee, Alex Rider. So there's going to be kind of an homage and there's going to be doing it justice. Absolutely. Great books, bringing it to life, but it's its own thing. How do you kind of deal with that specifically with Alex Rider, knowing that it's a popular book, but there might be kind of some changes and different things and some surprises? Like, what do you think about that? Because I find that super interesting, to be honest with you.
I mean, I'm, you know, just as a creative, I'm always looking for when I can surprise myself, and often the key to that is the actors that you work with, because if you're just there, you do your work before, but if you're just there, you listen to them, you react to them, you might find something about the character that you never knew was there. And we've had a lot of trust in making this show to create the best show possible. So when we get to set on a certain day, if there's a big scene and if something's not quite working, then, you know, there's sometimes been freedom to try and find what is going to make it the best scene or the best season that we can. And I think we've tried to achieve that every step along the way.
Absolutely. The 3rd and final season of Alex Rider is going to be on Freevee April 5th, so they could check that out. Otto, thank you so much for your time. It was really great chatting with you, man.
Likewise, Peter. Yeah, I hope it happens again.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks.
Thank you for tuning in to Popternative. Make sure to check out our past episodes of Popternative on YouTube.
This has been an Autograph Communications production.